Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where we focus on food security, self-reliance, and emergency preparedness. And today is food security. This is going to be a slow cooker recipe that we could do off-grid if necessary, provided that we have a way like we have our Blue Eddies that we can plug in our slow cooker. Now our slow cookers draw very little electricity. 247 watts is what they say on low, a little bit more on high. This is going to be an all-day recipe, and so we're going to get started on it. It comes from Food Network, and I will be posting the link below the video. I'm making a couple of changes that just suit our family, and I'll tell you what those are as we go along. So this is a delicious recipe and one that we really love. I am increasing the amount of meat, but not anything else, because I want leftovers enough that we can take a meal up to the cabin next time we go. So that's where my thinking lies. So we're going to be starting with, the recipe calls for 4 leeks, but it just wants the white and the light green part. And so I have cut them down a little bit. There's still some light green part in there. So I'm just going to show you how I retrieve all of it. First of all, I'm going to get this out of the way. And so I'm just going to put it, as it calls for, in the bottom of the slow cooker. So then I'm going to cut this in half lengthwise. And then we're to cut it in 1-inch pieces, just the white and the light green. So that's what we're doing. Okay, now I've done all of the light green so far. So now I'm going to peel away the dark green pieces and pull out the pieces that are still light green. And I will continue cutting those. Just a little bit, but every little bit counts. So that goes in the bottom. Next, I've cut 4 slices of fresh ginger. It's right here. The recipe says to leave them unpeeled, so in they go. Also, it calls for 6 cloves of garlic unpeeled. I've never seen a recipe like that before, but I'm going to do what they say. And then this is a jalapeno sliced thinly. It called for a red jalapeno. There's not one available to us right here. So there's all that. Next, we take 3 tablespoons of flour and sprinkle it over the vegetables. And we're just going to toss the veggies in the flour. And we're going to nestle the meat right on top of the vegetables. It calls for 1.5 pounds. This is 2.5 pounds, so there's an extra pound of meat right here. All right. In this small bowl, we're going to mix up the sauce, starting with 1/4 cup of, I never know how to say this, hoisin sauce. Someone will correct me on that, I'm sure, which I appreciate, by the way. So that's 1/4 cup. And it calls for 1/4 cup of rice wine. I will be using rice wine vinegar, which is an adequate substitute for the wine. Has the same tangy taste. I don't ever cook with alcohol. And then three tablespoons of soy sauce. I wish you could smell these smells. It's just such a wonderful, tangy smell. And 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Then we mix this up. Since the title of this, I'm calling this slow cooker bok choy beef. Food Network calls it slow cooker beef and bok choy. So you might ask yourself, well, where's the bok choy? Well, it's still in the refrigerator because that's not added until the very last half hour. And all of this, as I pour the sauce over the meat and it seeps down into the vegetables, all of this has to cook on low for 7 hours. And we just let it do its thing for 7 hours. So meanwhile, Jim and I have lots of things we're going to do for the rest of the day. I'll be working in the greenhouse, and we're going to be figuring out a lot of things about our next trip up to the cabin. And hopefully we'll have some of this left over to take with us. So we will see you again 7 hours from now. It has been just a little beyond 7 hours, and I'd like for you to see how this looks now. About 3 hours in, I sliced the roast because it just looked to me like it wasn't even getting done. And so it's now nice and tender, and the vegetables are all cooked. So it is time to put the bok choy in. So here we go. And we're going to turn this up to high. And leave it for about another half hour. And then the bok choy will be wilted and tender crisp. And then we will show you how we are going to plate it and have it for dinner. Well, I am cutting about half of this roast into thin pieces. We'll save the other half for a meal at the cabin. Oh, that was just my oven going off for something else. And take a look inside the crock pot. You can see that the bok choy has wilted, and here is the vegetables with the sauce that we'll be putting over everything. So here we go. All right, here's some rice. And some of the beef. And then over that, we will place the vegetables with the bok choy and plenty of sauce. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I can't wait. All right, I will take a little bite. Here's the meat. Tender and delicious. Those flavors have permeated the meat. And then the rice with a little bit of the veggies involved. Now, I'm going to pick out the ginger and the garlic when I find it, because that's what we're supposed to do. Bite of the bok choy. The leeks are soft and delicious. The bok choy is just a little bit of crunch to it. It's heated through. It is phenomenal. So I love, love, love this recipe. I hope you try it and that you will love it too, like we do. So thank you for joining us for the slow cooker recipe, another one for saving, and this also would work well in level 1. So we will see you very soon for more videos.